Good morning, Scorpio. This is going to be your October reading. I know a lot of us have birthdays coming up. I know I'm a November Scorpio, November 6th. I'm excited about this reading as well because, like I said, I can't read for myself. This is my reading, the general reading. So I hope everybody's been doing well. I know I have, really been through some, really big energetic shifts, had, a few tower moments lately. But, I've come to not hate or judge the tower moments so much, especially because of the growth that follows. Oh my goodness, the growth. And, it's really all about, self-discovery, self-realization, and just improving, and that's what it's been for me, is really being able to see aspects of myself that I didn't even know were there. I am using my Sex Magic Tarot deck, which is so much fun. I love the Sex Magic Tarot. But I've been kind of cycling my tarot cards in and out. Every month, I use the same, deck consistently with all of the signs. All right, let me get this show on the road. That one is screaming at me. So like I said, I'm really excited about this reading as well because this is my reading too, not just my reading. All right, my Vampire Oracle deck. Give me a card for Scorpio. Card for Scorpio. Sorry, my allergies are really bad right now. Oof. All right. Let's see, what is this one? Energy Oracle. And I usually put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I'm expecting kind of like someone might be coming by. I'm hoping it doesn't interfere with my video. But I was torn between wanting to start these because I'm dying for this video as well, and getting this other thing done today, so I am working on manifesting both. All right, one of my, these are my fortune telling deck for Scorpio, And we got two. Yeah, I can't read for myself at all. At all. And it's frustrating. I tried to have somebody read for me the other day. Somebody offered me a free reading. I had commented on a post. I'm not into my groups anymore like I used to be, just because they really don't resonate with me anymore. A lot of them. And I had commented on a post. Well, it's like a paranormal group or whatever, and someone said, "Oh, I'll give you a free reading." And I said, "Okay, all right." I said, "Well, I could use one right now." And so they came back with, and I'm not taken away from that, but because we're all at our own level of consciousness, but it was like, "Oh, there's dark forces following you, and you need to make sacrifices to the gods and your ancestors and all this." And I was like, I said, "Thank you very much for your time." One fell out by itself, and I'm going to take this one. I said, "Thank you very much for your time." I said, "But, I'm not really with the victim mentality." I said, "I am personally responsible for everything going on in my life. I just have a different understanding of the universe. And once again, I thank you for your time. So that's how I handled that. All right, we have, and like I said, I don't really pay attention so much to like the suit itself anymore. As far as what that means, I do read the card energetically and intuitively. Freaky deaky. Ooh, I love this deck. Um, Basically, the energy that I'm getting with this card is an element of feeling like things are out of your hands, that you don't have any control over a situation going on in your life right now. And feeling out of control is very scary, because we want to try to control things because we feel like if we do, that gives us power. And I know for myself, it's usually knowing things, like knowing an outcome, and that's why I was trying to get a reading for myself the other day. But the magic is in the unknown, and it's all about surrendering to the universe, to know that they know better than we do. Because a lot of times we think so small, and not only do we think small, but sometimes that stinking thinking gets in the way. How many times have you thought something was right and it ended up being wrong? Which, there's really no right or wrong answer. You're still going to end up at the same place, but you're going to have different lessons along the way. So stop trying to avoid these lessons. Stop trying to, because that is what life is all about, is learning and growth. All right, we have nightmare, psychic protection, shield, and bad dreams. So this is that staying up at night and not being able to sleep, having a lot of worries, a lot of anxiety, a lot of concerns, mostly because of that feeling of being out of control. And a lot of times when we feel out of control, we want to kind of, like in one area of our life, we want to exert control in another area. So make sure that you aren't kind of transferring this energy and just controlling things that you can right now. Because this will affect, like your job, other relationships, possibly coworkers, family. Make sure you fall into that place of deep faith and surrender and know that everything's going to work out, even if you don't know the outcome right now. That message just came through. All right. We have this card here. Can you see it? This is admiration. Somebody is really admiring you, possibly on social media. Maybe somebody is following you. They're really admiring, your growth, your power, your beauty. Just basically everything about you, your total energy, the total package. They're really admiring you. And this is more than one person. But make sure that you aren't doing it for that reason. Humility is such an attractive quality. Yes, we're supposed to have self-esteem, and yes, we're supposed to feel good about ourselves. But think about these two different scenarios. Think about somebody who's really, really, really beautiful or handsome. And it's almost like they don't know how handsome or beautiful they are. I mean, I'm not saying they're like, oh, I'm just ugly, I'm fat, or whatever. And one of those people that just say things like that all the time. But, maybe they just don't even realize how absolutely attractive they are. Or take somebody who's kind of cocky and arrogant, like, oh, look at me, I'm just bad to the bone. I'm like the baddest bitch, baddest motherfucker that's ever lived. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Who is more attractive? So that's kind of the energy I'm getting with this card. Kind of pull your energy back a little bit and practice humility, because a lot of times those people that seem arrogant really don't feel good about themselves, because people who feel good about themselves don't have to do that. Woman holding a coin, and understand this can be a man holding a coin, but this is all about manifesting into your physical world, about attracting things, about attracting love, attracting money. And this card here, I said it has a very attractive energy, a very attractive quality to it. So I'm really not surprised that this card actually clarifies that one. But you have to not chase. You have to let it come to you. And being in this energy here is the perfect energy to attract this, not having anything to prove, just that aura, that energy, of what I was talking about before, a person who, is humble. They don't have a lot to prove, but, they still know their worth, know their value. Wow. This is the sun. Can you see that? And this card here is all about, that intimate moment, that moment where you can really share with another person. Intimacy doesn't always have to be, sexual. Intimacy is really being open, being authentic, being yourself, sharing your feelings, really showing another person your real authentic self, without fronts, without games, no filters, just this is me. And if you have not had this moment, you're going to, and there's nothing else like it, just having someone you can just hang out with and really share everything about you and have them feel free to do the same. All right, we have courthouse and we have toil and labor. I'm really feeling very strongly that somebody is leaving a wife, a husband, to be with you. Maybe you've been involved with someone who is married, and this has kind of been an issue. I mean, you've had, maybe you've had these private moments, and I don't equate marriage to love. So many people are married for like other reasons other than love. A lot of people even married for reasons other than love, for money, for a title, for security, for, it's who their parents thought they should marry, or whatever else. So I really don't equate marriage to love. In fact, marriage to me is almost like the anti-love, because so many people, like I said, stay married for like children, for finances, for whatever else. So you and this person, like I said, you have a real connection, and it's been very heated, very steamy. It's just been really nice. But I'm feeling like, there's some legal stuff going on with their situation, with this other person's situation. We also have toil and labor. So I feel like finances have been an issue, possibly. If they have not left this person yet, it's because of their finances. But the thing that you're really being asked to do right now is to stop focusing so much on the legality of it. Stop worrying so much about what is going on with them, because they don't have the same kind of connection that the two of you have. It's not all relationships are created equal. And this one is more or less on paper, and it's more or less, about finances right now, possibly children. So you see this picture here? We got this king, and she is serving the king. And then you have somebody, looks like it's possibly the queen, looking through the window. So I feel like this card absolutely sums up what's going on right now. This person is very jealous of you. This person is, watching you on social media. It could be one of those people that's admiring you, because there is admiration. And, this person is admiring you. They're admiring your freedom of your sexuality. the way you carry yourself. So, like I said, this person is watching you, and this could, be for a man. Turn this around, take what resonates. This doesn't necessarily have to be for a woman. I mean, this could be, a man looking in. This could be like the king looking in. But like I said, there is, this element of, even jealousy that this person feels towards you. And they might reach out to you if they haven't already. And when they do, try to be empathetic. You don't even have to reply. But instead of, hating this person, try to be empathetic towards this person. This person is stuck in this marriage that no longer resonates, that, they're just kind of spinning their wheels right now. So try to be more empathetic. And this video is going to be a little longer because I'm only about halfway through my cards. I'm at 16 minutes. All right, shapeshifter. Transformation, primal wisdom, and instinct. So make sure that you are being authentic. So many times we want to be like this chameleon to give somebody what they want, to serve somebody. So make sure that you are being authentic and being true to yourself. It's not about being like this man or woman that like nobody can, like, oh, this person can't leave me because I'm too valuable. I'm too, I've made myself so valuable. They can never leave me alone. How many times do you do that? Oh, I'm just going to put the sex on them so good, or her so good that they just never leave you alone. Or, the other energy that's coming through is trying to conform to somebody else's values or beliefs. Not be a relationship chameleon, but make sure that you're always being your authentic self. And I know Scorpios are really famous for this. I know I am. The resting bitch face. When you're feeling some kind of way and you don't want anyone else in the world to know it until, you can't hold it in there anymore and you blow like a geyser. At least that's how I roll. So make sure, like I said, I was talking about this vulnerability moment where, you can really be yourself and really express your feelings. Make sure that you're doing that, and make sure that you are not trying to be like anyone else. We have the moon, and we got all kinds of sex activity going on under the moon. So maybe this person, maybe you only see them at night. Maybe this is like a nighttime thing. I do feel like the two of you have possibly even snuck away together, gone away together, maybe even gone to the beach. That message is kind of coming through too. But with this lunar energy, you want to work with it, because I feel like a lot of things are going to be shown to you about your shadow side. Everything that's happening right now is to kind of show you that other side of the moon, so to speak. Things that you weren't aware of, things that were there, patterns you were stuck in, things that you do. So if something, that you deem to be shitty, that you don't like, shows up in your physical reality this week, over the next 2 weeks, or if it already has, calm down. It is to show you something. The outcome is going to be positive, but at the time when you're going through it, you're going to just be like, oh my God, it's like the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. It's not, and it's going to have a positive outcome, but you really are being asked to look at a behavior pattern on your part, something that you've been doing for a long time. And when that happens, you need to go back and you need to look at the source, where it came from, when you started doing it. A lot of times it's when we were young. So I know that's happened for me. All right. One man's outbreak is another man's breakthrough. Know your perspective. Apocalypse then. These are my art oracle cards. I can't pronounce that artist. So One man's outbreak is another man's breakthrough. Know your perspective, apocalypse then. So that's exactly what I was talking about this situation coming up. That's not going to be an outbreak. It's going to be a breakthrough for you. So really pay attention to that. And you're going to know when it happens if it hasn't happened already. That could possibly be why you've been up at night, and feeling out of control because of this situation that you don't have control over. Release the control, surrender to it, look for the pattern. Wow. Beautiful. I'm really sensing a reunion energy with this card. Maybe you haven't seen this person for a while, or maybe you haven't seen as much of them. Maybe they've been busy working, haven't had as much time for you. And take advantage of this, because so many times we want to be upset when we don't hear from someone. Oh, they're ghosting me. I haven't talked to them. Do your own thing. Find something to do. Go out with friends, or, for me, I love to get out and walk around at flea markets, or, just whatever it is you like to do, antique stores, and do this. And then when you do come together, it's going to be amazing. Then you're going to have all these amazing things to talk about, all of these amazing things to talk about. What have you been? Oh, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. And that, to me, that whole reunion energy is just amazing. It's almost like a new relationship feeling all over again. All right, we have Earth, grounding. So someone might be involved with an earth sign. That was the first message that I got when I got this card, was someone is involved with an earth sign. Maybe a Taurus. With this grounding right here, you're being asked to, spend more time out in nature. Remember when I said find something to do? Go for a walk at the park. I'm getting for some of you, maybe you garden. I know I haven't put out a garden in, quite a few years. I used to. I would do a lot of canning, in the fall, preserving, freezing. This could be something that you could do. I know that, cooking and anything in the kitchen for me is very therapeutic. It's very grounding. It's very relaxing. So do find what relaxes you, so that you can really get outside of your head. And this is a very grounding energy, because, in that time, like I know, cooking helps me be present, or, whether it be, sewing, or, maybe somebody works on cars, or woodworking, or something like that, something crafty. I don't want to just make this about the ladies, because I know men watch too. So whatever can help you kind of relax and be very present in the moment you're being asked to do. All right, Scorpio. Well, in the month of October, I'm doing $30 readings. And you reach out to me, I'll include in the description of the video my contact information. Thank you so much for watching, Scorpio.